I think messy buns are a staple in every girl's hair repertoire. I know they are a staple on my channel, and they are a staple for me personally. So today I am going to show you my 3 most common lazy day messy buns. We are starting with day 2 hair. So I did wash my hair yesterday. I blow dried in some smoothing product and some volumizing mousse. And I have not put any dry shampoo or anything this morning. I just threw it up in a quick bun to drop my kids off at school. And this is what we're left with. It's a tiny bit oily. My hair does pretty well for day 2, but it's certainly not the same as freshly washed. It's gonna kind of stay where I put it a little bit because it's definitely got a little bit of oil happening there. But let's be honest, if we're doing lazy day hairstyles, we're not doing them on freshly washed hair. Most of the time when we do these hairstyles, it's on the days that we don't want to wash your hair, so we're not going to do them on fresh hair today. I am going to start with just a little bit of dry shampoo. You can use any dry shampoo you want, or you can use cornstarch. I do like to go for the classic Batiste. I know not everybody likes it, but I like it. I find like it works really well for me. It doesn't irritate my scalp at all. I'm just going to use a little bit. I don't want to use too much because I don't want to make my hair look too dry. And if you use too much dry shampoo, it will really dry out your hair. Always make sure you work that dry shampoo in and give it a few moments to absorb the oil. Let it work itself through. No need to add more. You just need to use it right. You should not need very much dry shampoo to make your hair look more fluffy and clean. Today we're going to be doing the buns with one of these hair ties. Usually I use one of my scrunchies in a lot of my videos, one of these guys. And I'm going to use a regular hair tie because I find a lot of people think you have to use a scrunchie to get these buns, and you absolutely do not have to have a scrunchie. You can use any hair tie that you want, any hair tie that is going to be tight enough that you can typically wrap your hair tie two times for some of these buns. Some of them you can wrap your hair tie more, but for at least the one bun, you have to be able to have your hair tie tight enough to wrap it 2 times and have it securely hold your hair. So you might need a smaller hair tie if you have thinner hair. But I'm going to use this hair tie. I use these a lot. I do have these linked in my Amazon storefront, and they're super gentle on the hair. They're super easy to use, and they stay really, really well. And just to show you that it doesn't matter what hair tie you use, I usually just reach for my scrunchies. They're cute. The colors are fun, but you can use any hair tie. We are starting with the classic flip and twist bun that everyone either loves or hates. My best advice for this bun is don't overthink it. It's not as complicated as you're making it out to be in your head. All you are doing when you do the flip is you are twisting your hair tie a second time, but instead of just twisting it a second time and making a ponytail, you're taking your hair with you. Let me show you what I mean. So when we create a ponytail, we pull our hair, ponytail over our hair, we pull our hair through, we flip the hair tie, and we pull our hair through. We made a ponytail. We're literally going to do the exact same thing, except we're not going to pull our hair all the way through, and we're going to do a flip. So we're going to take it, we're going to grab our hair. Instead of pulling it all the way through this time, just halfway, and the same thing, you're going to twist it like you're going to create a ponytail, but when you do that twist, you're just going to take the ends of that ponytail with you. Plop it on top, and there we go. And then it's just a matter of fluffing up that bun until you like the way it looks. And this bun does tend to sometimes come out differently every time you do it. That is totally normal, expected, and totally fine. And it's a messy bun, so it's not meant to be perfect. Don't forget to manipulate the back as well as the sides and the front. Otherwise, it might just look cute from the front and it might not look cute from the back. If you're finding it looks funny from the back, it's probably because you're not manipulating the back as well as the front. So then I'm just going to loosen my base. I like to pull out some baby hairs, and there we have lazy day bun number 1. This is definitely my most used bun. It is my go-to bun. It is my most viral bun. It is the bun that everyone loves the most and struggles with the most. But once you get it, you'll never forget how to do it and you won't struggle with it anymore. I promise if you're struggling with it, you're just overcomplicating it because it's really as easy as tying your hair tie. Bun number 2 gives us a very similar looking bun to bun number 1, but we do it in a way that a lot of people find a lot simpler. It creates a very, very similar looking shape though. So this time we're just gonna start with a normal ponytail first. You're gonna pull it through. We're gonna twist the hair tie, and this time we're going to only pull it through part way, creating a little loop, and we're gonna pull the tail around to the front. Now, if your hair is significantly longer than mine, before you do this next step, you're gonna wrap the hair. You wanna wrap the hair once, twice, 3 times, however many times you need to, so that your tail hits about your forehead, middle of your forehead, top of your eyebrows at the absolute longest. If it's longer than the top of your eyebrows, you wanna do a little wrap, you know, just wrap the tail around and bring it back to the front. But if your hair's not super long like mine, this is perfect. So you don't wanna pull it out too much yet. You wanna kinda leave this alone. We're just gonna take all of the tail end here. We're gonna pull forward that piece, making a little gap, and we're just gonna shove all those ends in. Make sure you get them in really well. And then we're just gonna fluff that bun apart again. You just wanna be really careful with this front section. You don't pull forward, because if you pull it forward, you're gonna pull those ends out. So we just wanna pull it to the side, and then the back piece we can manipulate a little bit more. Keep in mind, you can always grab bobby pins to help. See, I did pull those ends out there. So if you do pull the ends out, just stick them back in, because literally it's that simple. Just stick them back in. But you do have to be careful if your hair is not super long with this one. Those ends can come out pretty easily. And like I was saying, you can grab bobby pins and pin them on the perimeter, put hairs where you want them to go, anything like that. Totally your call. Again, don't forget about the back. If you don't want it to just look like a little sausage on the back, but you can loosen that base again. And you can see this bun turns out very similarly to the first bun we did. There we go. Lazy day bun number 2. A lot of people do find that one easier to do than the first one. But honestly, I actually think the first one turns out better and is more secure. This one is not as secure. So if you can get the first one is absolutely my go-to over that one. But some days I can't get the first one to work and I say screw it and I just do that one. So for this one, I'm going to leave some of my front pieces out. I don't know why I always like to have some of my bang bits out. They're not really bangs, they're just like short layers at the front of my hair. That's your call. If you don't have short bits, you don't have to leave anything out, or even if you have long pieces, you can leave them out. It doesn't matter. Whatever you like the look of, or you can still put it all the way back like we did with the other ones. This one is the absolute easiest one. You are literally just going to take all the hair, pull it through however many times you need to make it tight, and we're just gonna do the classic little guy on top, and then the magic comes really just from the fluffing. So we're gonna pull side to side, but to avoid getting this just like kind of little rainbow that sticks on top of our head, we don't just pull side to side. We've done this one before. You also wanna pull forwards and back, and we're really manipulating the hair in all directions. I'm gonna loosen my base. So you can leave it like this, but with this one, I do usually add a bobby pin. I usually just take one bobby pin. I just gently grab the hair. I don't want to pull everything too tight like that. Just very loosely grab some of the edges and stick it in. And there we go, Lazy Day bun number 3. I hope that helps. I hope you have some fun trying these buns and success if you have not had success in creating them yet. I hope that you keep practicing, because I promise once you get them, you will be able to do them over and over again, no problemo. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like the video because it really helps me out. Subscribe so you don't miss any of my other content, and leave me comments because I'd love to hear from you guys. Bye guys.